Jeremy's 55 years old and has hit the wealth lottery, right? Not that he won the lottery, but that he's, finally wealthy, right? But unfortunately, that wealth does not provide him with what he calls impact, right? So if he died tomorrow, he'd have no impact. He would just be leaving his money behind, right? So what we need to work with Jeremy on is what's called legacy, right? So my man's worth $50 million, and um, he has to do what's called it's like a legacy thought, right? And the thought basically goes like this: it goes, I exist to improve blank who by doing blank so that they can have blank outcome, right? So I'll give this for my example. So InterSale would be, so if I did a nonprofit with InterSale on the side and put my money into a nonprofit on the side with InterSale, that InterSale would basically invest the money so that every year money would come in and provide some sort of scholarship to somebody, right? That needed it, right? So they say I was raised by a single mother, so I might call it the single mother scholarship, something like that, or uh, you know, most places, don't provide formula and diapers for children, for kids, for struggling families. So I might do one for that, you know, something like that, something to bring a legacy to the area. Well, basically, what you do is you make some sort of trust. You put the money in a trust, and the trust is basically there to give that out every year, right? And so that's really how you build a legacy, right? Some kind of legacy that would last long after you got presidents that made like libraries across the country, stuff like that. Um, so keep that in mind. If you have built up a lot, if you need help setting up stuff like this, I am a life coach and can help you set stuff up like this. But you know, there's a lot to life outside of a paycheck, right? And and even if you don't want to set up something like this, you can do stuff that impacts, with you can do stuff that impacts your community with your time, not just with money.